Hi, I'm Frank Murphy. For today's Frankly Frugal, we are at one of my favorite places in the city of Knoxville, World's Fair Park, home of the 1982 World's Fair. People from all over the globe came right here to East Tennessee to celebrate in 1982, and the symbol of the 1982 World's Fair is the Sun Sphere. Of course, now it's more than just the butt of the jokes of The Simpsons. It's been reopened to the public, and when you are hot and in Knoxville, go into the Sun Sphere for some free air conditioning and a bird's eye view of downtown. You can see the UT campus, you can see World's Fair Park, you can see all sorts of stuff, and it's free. Of course, the air conditioning in the Sun Sphere will cool you off, but maybe you're a little more adventurous. Maybe you and the kids want to get soaked. Well, there is a great fountain right here at World's Fair Park. Obviously, it's free. The water comes shooting up out of the ground and will cool you off on a hot summer day. Sometimes the water shoots high, sometimes it shoots low, sometimes it shoots just right, but it's always unpredictable. We're here at World's Fair Park with Denise and some kids who are enjoying the free fountain. Denise, what is it that brings you guys back to World's Fair Park time and time again?
The atmosphere, it's free, the nice water fountains, the Sun Sphere, it's just a good place to be. It's fun. Even the big kids can enjoy this.
I got to tell you, though, I came here one time and it was really embarrassing because everyone in my group was wearing white T-shirts.
Oh, Lord. White T-shirt contest.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. So you can go inside the Sun Sphere and get air conditioned. You can run through the fountain and get soaking wet. And all right, tell me, you're a grown woman. How many times have you been through the fountain yourself?
At least 10. At least. And even visited the little park over there. I'm a big kid.
Well, that's where we're headed next. We're going to check out the War Memorial over at the park right behind the fountain.
Sounds good. Make sure you wear your shoes. That ground gets hot over there, but it is fun. I mean, it seems like everybody who comes here just enjoys themselves. And I mean, like I say, I've come 10, 11 times and you see the same people over and over and over.
Well, it's also awesome that the 4th of July, there will be a huge festival on the 4th right here, starting at 2 in the afternoon, and then with the symphony concert at 8 p.m. on both sides of World's Fair Park, and then with fireworks off in the distance. It really is a great night to be here.
Yeah. They done that last year here, and I came, and we'd gotten the fountains, and they shot off the fireworks, the orchestra played, and then they got a little creek, or like a little lake down there, and you can sit down there and you can even get in it. But the fountains is the best.
You're just a down-home girl, Denise, is what you are.
Country girl.
Of course, the 4th of July is right around the corner. I'm wearing my red, white, and blue patriotic shirt. And when you're in Knoxville, in East Tennessee for the 4th of July, one great free place to come is this side of World's Fair Park. It's called the Performance Lawn, and it's the one that's gated. But this is where they'll have the Knoxville Symphony Orchestra performing their annual pilot free concert for the 4th of July. They'll have the 1812 Overture, they'll have all sorts of great music, they'll have fireworks starting around 10 p.m. And this is where it is, right here, this part of World's Fair Park in Knoxville. Wow, here's a nice treat. We found Nancy from Rita's Ice, located on Market Square in Knoxville. And Nancy, you are very involved with charity projects and stuff. What are you doing here at World's Fair Park today?
We are helping out with the Lost Sheep Ministries is having a concert and family fun day here today. So we're trying to sell some of our Italian ice and raise money for them. They are raising money. They give food to the homeless every night under the bridge area.
I know you've donated a lot to charity projects I've been involved in the past. And of course, when it gets hot outside, you know, Rita's Ice will cool you right off. What are some of the new flavors?
It does. Well, this month we have strawberry lemonade. Matter of fact, we have that one here today. It is awesome. We have, we got honeydew. We have got Bubblicious coming up. So, you know, that's a good kid favorite. We've come out with a new flavor every month, chocolate peanut butter.
Now, what about for the 4th of July? We expect a big crowd down here at World's Fair Park for the 4th of July. And, of course, Market Square really is just a hop, skip, and a jump from here.
Yeah, it is. Just a couple blocks away. We get a lot of people that come back and forth because there's no food here per se. Maybe there are some food vendors here on the 4th of July. I'm not sure. But everybody bounces back and forth. They come up to Rita's. We've got, I think great pricing for the family that they can come in there and, treat the kids and, not blow the budget.
And, of course, folks here on Locals Week on Smoky Mountain Morning will love your Southern accent. And by Southern, I mean Southern Philadelphia.
Yeah. They all know that I am not from around here. I am a Philly girl or just east of Philadelphia. Philadelphia. I'm about an hour east of Philadelphia in a little area called Bucks County. Yes, and back home we don't call it Italian ice, we call it water ice. When I said water down here, people looked at me like I had 3 eyeballs and like, what are you talking about, girl?
Well, Nancy, we appreciate it. We'll have to stop by and get an Italian water ice.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Please do. We'd love to see you.
When Bart Simpson decided that he was coming to Knoxville, he went to the Sun Sphere, thinking, of course, that the World's Fair was still in effect. When he got there, on the cartoon, he found out that it had been turned into a wig shop. Well, if you want to find a real wig shop near the Sun Sphere, there is one on Gay Street. Meanwhile, there's a great website called The Sun Sphere Is Not a Wig Shop that has all sorts of information and a local angle about things to do in and around East Tennessee. Of course, you can't celebrate independence without remembering those who fought to give us that independence. I'm talking about the soldiers, the sailors, the airmen, the Marines who died to defend our country. And they're remembered right here at the East Tennessee Veterans Memorial. It's at the far end of World's Fair Park, kind of a quiet end of the park. And here you see veterans who died in service to our country from World War I on through the present conflict in Afghanistan. And they're remembered chronologically by war. And then as you go back through the memorial, the scope of the number of people who fought for our country really will touch your heart. You can see names from World War I in the first row, World War II in the second row, the Korean War, the Vietnam War after that, even going to the most recent conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan. On the backs of these memorials are names of Medal of Honor winners. In fact, you might see a name you recognize. Sergeant Alvin York is on here. He's very famous. And next to him, you can see Calvin Ward, James Carnes. These are brave men who died in defense of our country. There are 3 women who are honored here at the East Tennessee Veterans Memorial, some from the wars, and one that's a little bit unusual, a lady who was a concentration camp survivor and then lived in Oak Ridge. The most recent additions to the East Tennessee Veterans Memorial are here in the back row under other conflicts, the Persian Gulf War, the war in Afghanistan, and the Iraq War. And originally, they left more room for the Iraq War than they did for the war in Afghanistan, and sadly, that may have to be changed. Frank D. Bryant is the most recent name added to the wall. And then in the back, there's a quote from President Roosevelt and a place where you can come and reflect, maybe an opportunity for you to sit down and be with some of these memorials. Think about the guys who fought for your freedom and help you celebrate Independence Day. These men have paid the last full measure of devotion to mankind, and now it remains for us to be worthy of the great sacrifices they made for us. It is for us, the living, to consecrate ourselves to carry on the work they died to accomplish, which was to make the world a safer and better and more peaceful place in which to live. Brigadier General Lawrence D. Tyson, Knoxville, Tennessee. So when you visit the Smoky Mountains, whether you're from any part of the country or one of our East Tennessee locals, be sure to take some time to come on downtown to Knoxville and check out World's Fair Park, site of the 1982 World's Fair. We've shown you the frankly frugal way to beat the heat with the free air conditioning in the Sun Sphere, to run through the fountain, maybe check out the free 4th of July concert with the Knoxville Symphony Orchestra right here on World's Fair Park's performance lawn. And whatever you do, enjoy it, celebrate the Smoky Mountains, and do like we do at Smoky Mountain Morning. From every mountainside, let freedom ring.